Hello, welcome back after the summer. Let me see. It's like the first day back at school. I can't remember anything. So what we're doing today is the functional fitness class. Now I've got exciting news. Lots of new exercises. I've sort of thrown it all up in the air, and the ones that landed by my feet were the ones that I've chosen. Not really. Anyway, see how we get on with them. Obviously, I will talk you through them. There's more use of the bands, I have to say. Now, I have got a slightly lighter band than I had. I was using quite a strong band. So if you've got more than one band, if you bought a pack of 3, maybe have the medium and the lighter band to hand. So let me just see. This should be suitable for everybody. There's only one exercise, I think, that can't be done in the chair. If you need chair-based exercises, let me know. I'm not going to go through every exercise and show how to do it in the chair as well. But if you do need to be more in the chair, give me underneath the video, there's my Over 50 Fitness Facebook page. If you drop me a message on that, and then I'll show you how to do the exercises. In fact, I might put up a separate video when I've decided what exercises I'm finally going to do, because these may change if they're not very successful. I may put up a video on how to do these exercises in a chair. But if you need that facility, just let me know. I can't think of anything else that I want to say at the moment. You probably noticed I don't do the 5-minute preamble, and that's because I was running out of things to say, to be honest. I think we've done sarcopenia to death, haven't we? Right, on this very warm September morning, we're going to start by just marching. We're going to get right into it. Too much talking is not good. And we're just going to start marching. If you can, march on your toes. I have to say, some of these exercises I haven't actually practiced very much, so we'll be learning how to do them together, really. I am a qualified personal trainer, honestly. It's just that I haven't used some of these before. So we're going to just do a bit of marching, do a slightly exaggerated swing of your shoulders. So this is the warm-up. The warm-up takes about 10 minutes. And then we're going to do the exercise. And then just when you think you can escape, we're going to do some stretching. So it's in 3 parts, and this is the warm-up part. I'll tell you when each part comes around, as it were. So 3, 2, just banged my hand on the chair. 1. That's the other thing I should have said. Have a kitchen or a dining room chair, a sturdy chair, as well as your exercise bands. If you're new to the class and you haven't got exercise bands, you can buy them online at Amazon. If you get, like I was saying before, maybe a pack so that you've got different strengths, because one band doesn't always fit all, although they're more versatile than weights. Right, so next thing we're going to do is put our arm on the shoulder, put your hand on your shoulder, in fact, and make sure that your elbow's sticking out at 180 degrees. Pretend you've got a pencil sticking out of your elbow, and we're going to do 5, back 5, 2, 3, big circles, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The warm-up is more or less the same. That's just going a bit funny. Just let me check that it's plugged in properly. Sometimes it jumps a bit if it's running out of juice. Same again on the other arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to put our hands, our forearms parallel to the floor. Don't raise or lower them, just have them there. And then we're just going to touch our knee to the palm. If you can't get your knee to touch the palm, it doesn't matter. Just get your knee as high as you can. What you don't want to do is to get your knee to there and then bring the palm down. Touching the palm is not the object of the exercise. That's just there as a guide, just to give you something to aim for. Okay, and then If you can't do this, just keep doing what we're doing now. But if you can, just give a bit of a twist. Twist your lower body. Whoopsie, I'm jumping again there. Twist your lower body. Keep your upper half just facing forwards. Don't move your hands to touch your knee, because the object of the exercise is to get a little bit of a twist in your lower body. 3, 2, 1. And then just a slight, remember I did the arm exercises before. I've incorporated them into the main body of the exercise. So we're just going to do one arm exercise, and we're just going to very gently cross our arms and then bring it back. Have your elbows at shoulder height. So cross over, and then one time put your the right arm on top and then on the bottom. Nice and slow and controlled. Just to open the chest, mobilize the shoulders, get the muscles of the back working. And that's all we're going to do. We'll do it a couple more times. There we go. Now we're going to do our usual routine. I'm just going to get rid of the chair. So I'm just going to see how many people are here. There's 4 of you, so I'm assuming that you're not new. You may be regulars, but anyway, we're going to do just heel digs. The routine hasn't changed because this is great for strength, coordination, bit of flexibility and balance. So you're doing the heel dig and anchor your elbows, and you're going to do a bicep curl with the opposite arm. Same old, same old. I thought I'd have loads of people being very enthusiastic about getting fit after the August layoff. 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to just take a step to the side, and at the same time, push out your arms, prayer hands. Prayer hands starting and then out to the side. And 3, 2, 1. Remember, when you're standing on one leg, try and keep your knee pointing forward. Remember the headlight on your knee. Next one, just take a step back. And at the same time, push your hands forward. And spread your hands, because we tend to ignore our fingers a bit. We use them a lot, but we don't actually exercise them. So give them a bit of a jazz hands workout. 3, 2, 1. And then finally, we're just going to do a toe tap. Just a little toe tap. It's getting a bit warm now. And just swing your arm. Sorry, I was just looking at something on the screen. 3, 2, 1. Right, we're going to put all that together and put it into a sort of a routine. So we're going to do it a few times nice and slowly so as you can remember it. Then we're going to speed up a little. So we do heel dig, and then side, and then back, and then toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, whoops, nearly forgot, back, toe tap. Speed it up a little bit. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap, heel dig, side, back, toe tap, heel dig, side, back, toe tap, heel dig, side, back, toe tap. One more time. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Right, how was that? You should be nicely warmed up now. We've been going about 10 minutes and it's not difficult to get warmed up in this climate, is it? I don't know how it is where you are, but for September in Manchester, it's pretty darned hot. Right, we're going to start the main body of the exercise now, and we're going to start, as ever, with a squat. Ha-ha! A squat with a difference, though. Now, this is the only time I'm going to show you the chair bit. If you can't do a squat, I want you to sit in the chair and just practice standing up and down without holding on, without your knees coming in. So you're standing up just like that. If you want to, you can use your arms for momentum, or if you absolutely have to, use your hands. But the object of the exercise is to get your legs and your thighs and your bum strong enough so that you can stand up and sit down without plonking down out of a chair. But for the rest of you that have been able to do a freestanding squat, what we're going to do is we're going to mix it up a bit, and we're going to do a sumo squat. Now, you've seen the sumo wrestlers doing this, haven't you? Well, we're not going to do that, but we're going to stand with our legs quite wide apart. I'm going to have to go back here, and I want you to turn your feet out to about 45 degrees. And then what you're going to do is you're going to just come down to wherever you feel comfortable. Now, I like this because it's doing your thighs. So if you do that, you can feel the tension on your thighs. But also, I'll show you what it looks like side on. Also, it's really doing these side glutes. You're still sticking your bottom out a bit, but you are able to stand up. You are able to stand upright a little bit more with the sumo squat. Okay, so we're going to try 10. I'm not sure even I can do 10. So remember, you don't have to go right. I mean, they go right down like that, but you don't have to. So 1, 2. Make sure you're not doing this, because then that means you're just hinging your hips. It's going down. 3. If you can only do 3, it's fine. Only do 4, it's fine. Only do 1, it's fine. This is all new. 5. Can you do another 5? I'm not sure I can. 6. 7. If this is impossible, let me know. 8. Maybe just go down like that. 9. Because even there, I can feel my thighs are having to take my weight. 10. Let me know how you went on that, because I find it really effective. Right. What we're going to do now, give your legs a bit of a rest. We're going to do the arm exercises that we used to do as part of the warm-up, because I think they're too good really to waste on a warm-up. They're exercises in their own rights. So the first one we're going to do is this one, where you're raising your arms, bringing them back, not rocking. It's just your arms that move. And we're going to do 10 each side. 1. Oh, wait, stop. Before we do the arm exercises, I just want you to try something. Can you get your hands behind your back? Can you get them? Can you touch them? I can touch them this way, but I can't touch. I can just about fingertip touch that way. So I'm going to stay with this way, and I can do that. Now, what I want you to do is maybe in a month, we'll do it again and see if your shoulder mobility has improved. Right, we're going to start that arm one again. So 1, it's always good to see if you're improving. 2, 3. This is great for your shoulders. 4, and fabulous for your back. 5, and your posture. 6, because your back muscles. 7, are having to lift your arms. 8, remember, muscles can only pull, they can't push. 9, 10. Right, the next one we're going to do, standing with your palms against your thighs, we're going to turn your hands like that. Bring them above your head. I'm going to kneel down so as you can see what I'm doing. You don't need to kneel down. Touch your hands above your head, turn your hands and bring them back down. Move a bit because I'm too near the chair. So turn, 1, 2, 3. These are great for your rotator cuffs as well, for the little muscles in your shoulder. 5, 6. I mean, you never really hear much about them until 7. Your shoulder pops out. 8, or you damage them. 9, and then you know all about it. 10. Tennis players get rotator cuff injuries because they're doing that all the time. Final one of these suite of exercises. Have your hands at elbows at 90 degrees, and we're just going to bring your arms in, touch your elbows together. If you can't touch your elbows together, do the best you can. 2, 3, touching your elbows together. 4 is what we're aiming for. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How was that? Give your shoulders a bit of a... Right, we're going to do a bit of a balance one now. So get the chair in case you need to hold on to it. Okay? Now, this one is... remember the balance, we used to do that. I'm fed up with that. This one, it's a bit harder. I'm going to show you holding on. What I want us to do is just raise your knee so that your thigh is parallel to the ground. And then if you can, just stand up on your tiptoe. Raise your knee and stand up on your tiptoe. Okay? Now, the standing up on your tiptoe bit is quite hard. The temptation is to raise your knee and sort of hop up. I don't want you to do that. Raise your knee and just stand up. Even if you only come up, just to raise your... I'm going to hold on for this. Raise your knee and then up. Even if your heel only just comes off the ground. And it's really good because you're having to balance, but you're also strengthening your other leg and your ankle. Now, if it's too difficult, hold on, because as your ankle and your calf get stronger, you'll be able to do it more effectively. Okay? I'm going to try and not hold on, but I may have to. So we're going to do 10 on each side. So we're going to go up, up, down, that, up, down. And that's 1, 2. The thing to do is not do it too quickly. Whoop. 3. Not supposed to cross your legs, Rosemary. 4, 5. This is difficult, isn't it? There's no point in doing an exercise if it's not difficult. I think that's 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. That is difficult. Doing a one-legged tiptoe is difficult. But I'm going to keep it in for a bit and see if you get better. Oh, we've lost somebody. It's obviously too difficult for them, or maybe they had to go and do something else. Right. Get your band. Now, I'm using quite a light band for this one. And I want you to hold it here, sort of almost shoulder width, not quite shoulder width, the gap between it. I'm going to just move this up slightly. Have your hands by your sides, and then you're just going to stretch your arms out, and bring them back in. Now, the beauty of the band is you can have the tension where you want. If you're finding it really difficult, have a bit less tension. So you can do that. If you can only, if you're right at the end of the band, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to do it here because I find I can do that okay. We're going to do 10. So I'm going to go out. 1. Control the band as it comes in because it's trying to make it boing in. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. You're going to have such strong arms after this. The next one, I'm sorry to say because I dislike it so much, but it's really good for you and I really couldn't leave it out, are the side bends. So remember, have your feet slightly wider than hip width apart. And we're just going to go down to the side. If you want to, put your hand over your head, makes it slightly more difficult. But make sure your arm stays straight so that you're actually using your muscles. So, and you just go to the side. You don't lean forwards or back. 1. We're going to do 10 on each side, unfortunately. 2. This is really good for your core. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Whew, I just straighten up my shirt. And then we're going to go to the other side. 1. I can feel things cricking and creaking. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. One more. 10. Whew. Well done. Right. Next one, and this is the one that can't be done sitting down because it's a balanced one. And what I want you to do is I want you to just imagine, I don't know how big your rooms are, but just imagine that you're walking a tightrope. So that's all you're doing. So you're going small steps, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to turn round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then round again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might try 10 this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm still in shot just about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're surprisingly difficult, I find. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We do it one more time. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In fact, I'm going to try and not look down at my feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is actually easier if you don't look at your feet, I think. So Next one is we're going to use the band. Now for this one, I can use a slightly stronger band. You don't have to. And it's a bicep curl. So you're going to stand on the band, anchor your elbow, hold on to the band, so that have your elbow, have the tension on the band such that if you were to release this muscle, your bicep, it would flop down. So have it so that you're actually having to consciously tighten your muscle where it's at 45 degrees. And all we're doing is just closing our elbow. It's not coming up because that's exercising the shoulder. It's only there. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to swap over. Make sure you have a good stance on the band so that it doesn't slip. Anchor your elbow. And then I'm going to do that a bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Right, the next one, we did this one before. You're going to stand at the back of the chair and hold on to it because it's not a balancing exercise. And we're going to do the rock the boat the rock the boat one, where your feet come up. But really, your upper body shouldn't be going like that. Keep it as still as possible. And remember, when your leg comes out, your feet point forward. We're not doing sort of belly dancer type stuff. And that's to strengthen your minimal and your middle and minimal glutes, because you've got 3. You've got gluteus maximus, gluteus medius, and gluteus minimus. So it's the medius and minimus you want to strengthen with this. So we're going to go 1, 2, just be conscious of lifting your leg. 3, don't let momentum. 5, 6, and place it down. 7, keep as upright as possible. 8, 9, I can feel it now. I haven't done this all summer. 10. Well done. Right, now, next one is we're going to do, you'll need a lighter band for this one, definitely. We're going to do those rotator cuffs again, just strengthening your arms generally. So I want you to anchor your elbows again, hold the band like this so as it's lying across your hands, and have your arms parallel to each other and parallel to the floor. So that's the gap in between. And you're just going to open like that. Now, if you've got a very tight band, you may not be able to open it very far. It doesn't matter how far you open it. It's the act of opening it against resistance and controlling it as it goes back in. Okay? So I'm going to do 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I can feel this now. 8, control it as it goes in. 9, 10, I can feel it there. So, oh yes, have we done that one? Oh no, I've done that one. Oh yes, I know what I'm trying to do. Should be chest press. Right, yes. So what we're going to do with this one, again, have a lighter band if you can. We're going to hold both hands out like this, just at shoulder height and parallel to the floor. Now this one you might find difficult, because what we're going to do is we're going to brace this arm. So this arm, the left arm, doesn't move at all. Don't be tempted, your upper body. So get a good grip on the floor. Strengthen your core, tighten your core, I think, which is navel into your backbone. Release it slightly so that you've got a good stance. And keeping one hand still, the other one is just going to pull out. 1, 2. Keep your left one still. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How was that? Did you manage to keep your left arm still? We're going to do it on the other side now. So it's your right arm that has to stay really still. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Very difficult, isn't it, to keep one arm still? 5, 6. This one's more difficult. My left arm is weaker. 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, if you can only move it a slight bit, a slight tiny bit, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to be able to move it right out. It's the keeping of one arm still, because this one is having to brace whilst this one is moving. And if you do that, you can feel those back muscles moving. So it's really good for those back muscles. Right, to finish, I actually meant to do this one between this one and this one, but it's written in small writing, so I couldn't see it. We're going to do, this is coordination, balance, and a little bit of cardio. So we're going to use the opposite arm, the left arm and the right leg, and the right arm and the left leg. And we're just going to reach up high and bring that up, but you're going to do it at the same time. So you're going to go up, up. If you can go on your toes, all the better. If you can't go on your toes, absolutely fine. So we're going to do 10 on each side. So we're going to go 1, stretch up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I've lost count. 8, 9, 10. Was that 10 on each side, or did I start going 1, 2? Anyway, I'll get it right next week. It's concentrating on talking to you and doing that. And that, you'll be glad to know, concludes the exercises. So there are quite a few of them. I'm puffing a bit now. But before you zoom off to put the kettle on or get your chair to do the stretches, we're going to finish as usual with 3 separate. I'm just wondering whether to do the routine and then the high intensity. But I think I'm just going to do the high intensity. If you want me to bring the routine back at the end of the session as well as the high intensity, let me know. But today we're just going to do the high intensity, which is 3 20-second bouts of running as fast as you can, tiny little steps on the spot. I don't know if you were watching that program that comes on after breakfast at 9:15 this morning, but they were doing high intensity, and that was one of the activities that they did. People always copy me. But she was saying that people over 60 get more benefit from high intensity than people under 30. So we is doing ourselves a lot of good. So let me get my stopwatch. So it's 3 bouts of 20 seconds. So remember, as fast as you can, but tiny, tiny little steps. Your feet hardly come off the floor. Use your arms as well, although obviously your arms don't go the same speed as your legs. And on your marks, set, off you go. 17, 18, 19, 20. Stop. Obviously, it goes without saying, if you start to get chest pains or you have a heart condition that you're worried about and want to see the doctor before you start doing this, anything like that, don't do it or stop immediately if you get chest pains. Getting breathless is okay. Getting breathless is the name of the game because it makes your heart work. Your heart's a muscle like any other muscle, and it needs to work. I know it's working all the time, pumping away like a good old, faithful old servant, but sometimes it needs to pump harder, needs a bit of exercise. Right, are we ready for the second one? On your marks, set, off you go. "17, 18, 19, 20. Well done. 2 down, 1 to go. When you first start them, you think, oh, this is awful. How can you keep going for 20 seconds? But by the time you come to the third one, you think, I've got this, I can do this. Ha, easy peasy. And then when we're finished, we're going to the stretching. So don't finish and rush off to put the kettle on. Okay, we're ready for the third one. Get your breath back. On your marks, set, go. "17, 18, 19, 20. Well done. Right, just while you're getting your breath back, before we go into the stretching, just the usual thing. If you've enjoyed the class and you want to, there's no obligation. You can buy me a coffee, which is a website. The link is underneath the video in the comments section that I put in under the video. Under the video. If you're watching on a laptop, it's under the video. You click on that link and that takes you to the Buy Me a Coffee website, to my page of the Buy Me a Coffee website. If you want to know anything more about fitness or you want to contact my Facebook page, is the easiest way to do that. And there's a link to my Over 50 Fitness Facebook page. A lot of F's. Over 50 Fitness Facebook page, which is on that same comment section, the same link. Okay, and if you haven't and you would like to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you haven't and you've enjoyed the class, please click like. Very good. Maybe one day I'll get enough subscribers to actually get some advertising. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Right, so we're going to start by, I'm just going to put this down a bit so as you can see my feet. We're going to start by stretching the calf muscles. Oh, that's a bit too much. I've got feet but no head. That's better. So, front leg bent, back leg straight, both heels on the ground, both feet pointing in the same direction. Just check your feet are both pointing forwards. Lean forward and you should feel the stretch in the calf at the top of the calf, sort of almost behind the knee, but just a little bit further down. And then bend the knee slightly. Your heel will come off the ground. Put a bit of weight on it and you should feel the stretch moving down into your Achilles. And then switch. Bend your knee. And then up you get. Right. If you want, you can stretch the quads because you've actually been doing quite a lot of quad stuff. I look like Vic Reeves, don't I? You've actually been doing quite a lot of quad stuff. So you can either do a static stretch, which is holding your foot or your ankle or your trouser leg or what have you. But I'm coming more around to the way of doing dynamic stretching, because not only are you stretching your quads, these ones, but you're strengthening the hamstrings. So I'm going to do dynamic stretching. You can do the static stretching if you want, but I'm going to do this. So if you're doing static stretching, I'll tell you when to swap legs. So we're just going to do this for a little bit more. And then if you're static stretching, swap legs now. If you're dynamic stretching, keep being dynamic. I'll have to find a new thing to say, won't I? Because that's getting a bit cliched. So kicking your, if you can kick your hands. If you can't, something to aim for. I can do it much more easily now than I could when I first started. So we'll just do it another couple of seconds and then we'll stop. Next one is the hamstring stretch. So because you've been using your hamstrings to do that, we're going to stretch them out. So sit on the edge of the chair, knees at 90 degrees, knees over ankles as well. And just lift your arms, just check that your posture is nice and straight. One leg forward, toe pulled back, and lean forward from the hips, not from the waist. You're not collapsing down onto your leg. You're keeping your back straight and going forward. Imagine you've got an eye in your chest and you're looking forward with it. And if you can, keep your toe pulled back. Doesn't matter how far you go down. It's your stretch. But you should feel it here. I can feel it right down my leg, actually. Pulling your toe back makes it a little bit more ouchy. And then sit up and repeat on the other side. Make sure you're nice and straight, toe pulled back, leaning forward. Ooh. Ah, ah, ah. And then sit up. Last stretch we're going to use the chair for. You don't need to keep moving the chair around. Obviously I do, so I can show you what we're doing. Is to sit sideways on the chair, towards the front of the chair, and then just stretch one leg out behind. We're trying to stretch these hip flexors here. I still remember before the summer break, I had a bit of pain here. I still have it. So facing forward with your leg out behind you. I'm facing this way because I'm facing you. If I do a bit of massage there, ooh, 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 that hurts. That's smart. I don't know if any of you have ever done foam rolling. Ooh. It's like sort of deep massage. And then switch over. Oh, leg up. You're only sitting at the front of the chair so that it doesn't get caught up with your leg. That's the only reason. Okie dokie. I'm just going to move the chair out of the way now. So we're standing up. And just put this up a wee bit again. Standing up, arms at shoulder height, palms facing forwards, and you're going round the tree, not like that, like that. And standing up nice and straight with your, just dip your head. And you should feel the stretch. I feel it up into my neck and across my shoulders. And then if you can, interlink your fingers behind your back and lift your arms. If you can't, just try and get your elbows together. Doing that, just give you a stretch across your chest. It does actually stretch your biceps a little bit as well. So, because we've been doing a bicep curl, biceps are difficult to stretch. Okay, and then because we've been doing quite a bit of work on the deltoids, I'm going to incorporate this one, which I don't always get much benefit from, but I'm going to do it anyway, because you might. Put one arm across your chest, don't turn, keep facing forward, and then put your other hand on the elbow. And be careful with this. and just push a bit so that you're stretching these muscles. But sometimes when I do this, my shoulder joint clunks. So try to avoid that. Try to avoid dislocation of the shoulder. It's to be avoided at all times. And then bring the other one across and gently push. Just all these have to be done gently. Just so that you're stretching this. And then hand up, palm facing back and down your back. If you've got shoulder mobility problems, just leave this one out. But if you can do that, fine. And then push that elbow back so that you're stretching the triceps. And then back. And then the other one, back. Pull it back. What did you think of the exercises, Prue and Marie? Is it Marie? Can't see properly. Yeah. What did you think of the new exercises? We'll give them a bit of time to embed in and then release that. And then get your chair. And not sitting against the back. You're going to turn your head. You're going to put your head down just look at the floor. Put your hand on the crown, but don't push. Just let the weight of your hand push it down. And then look up. And then turn your head to the side, to the left. Put your right hand on the right hand side of your face and try and turn your head back to the center, but resist with your hand. And create that tension in your neck and then release and turn your head a little bit more to the left. Hold it there for a couple of seconds and then bring it back to the center, keeping your shoulders nice and relaxed always. Move your head, turn your head to the right, only your head, not your shoulders. Put your left hand against the left hand side of your face. Try and turn your head back to the center. Resist with your hand. Create that tension in your neck. Oh, I twisted my tongue then. And relax. And see if you can turn your head a little bit more to the right. And then bring your head back to the center. And that's it. Thank you very much. Love them all anyway, and really like the new ones. It's nice to mix this up. I was getting a bit bored with the old ones because we've been doing those for quite a long time, Prue. Anyway, thank you very much. I'll either see you for my strength ones on Monday, and they've changed as well, or here again next Wednesday, or both. Bye.